Hi, I'm Frank Notaf, Chief Economist of CoreLogic. It's common for a home buyer to use both a down payment and a mortgage loan to acquire their home. In other words, a combination of equity and debt. As home prices rise and loans amortize, equity grows and debt shrinks. But if home prices fall, equity can be wiped out, leaving an owner with debt that exceeds the home's value. Fortunately, home prices in most of the nation have risen briskly, up about 5.5% in the National CoreLogic Home Price Index through the year ending September 2015. In CoreLogic's latest report on home equity, we found that if you add up the equity of all the homeowners with a mortgage in the U.S., their equity grew by $741 billion over the year through September. Unfortunately, there still remain about 4.1 million homeowners who have negative equity. They are underwater, representing 8% of owners with a mortgage. This number has fallen since 2010, when the number underwater was nearly 3 times higher. These figures exclude homeowners who own their homes free and clear of mortgage debt, and they represent 36% of all owners. Adding them in, the increase in home equity on owner-occupied homes was even greater, about $1.3 trillion over the same 12-month period, and $6 trillion since mid-2011. Not only did home equity rise, but single-family debt outstanding also rose over the past year, but only by $80 billion. In fact, 2015 marked the first time in a decade that both home equity and mortgage debt rose in the same year. During a weak housing market, debt can fall because of foreclosures, short sales, and lower utilization of mortgage credit. In a growing market, mortgage debt can rise for at least 3 reasons. First, if more home buyers use a mortgage loan to finance their home purchase. Through the first 3 quarters of 2015, 66% of buyers used a mortgage, the highest share since 2008, according to CoreLogic's public records analysis. Second, if existing owners cash out equity through a refinance or placing a second mortgage. Freddie Mac reported that equity cashed out through the 3rd quarter of 2015 was the most since 2009. Third, an increase in the single-family housing stock can increase aggregate equity and debt simultaneously. In fact, in a growing market, we should expect to see both equity and debt rise over time. We can compare the lending recovery across property types by looking at the rise or fall of debt over time. When doing so, we see that, across major property segments, multifamily debt began to recover first from the Great Recession, turning around in 2011. Non-residential mortgage debt began to expand in 2013. Single-family mortgage debt was last to grow, only beginning a slow rise in 2015. The growth in home equity and nascent recovery in single-family mortgage debt underscore that the single-family market continues to get healthy but has not fully recovered. If home prices rise 5% uniformly across the nation in the coming year, we expect to see the number of underwater homeowners fall by another 1.1 million in the coming year, as appreciation lifts them up from being underwater. Their equity will begin to grow while their debt pays down. Thanks for your time. For more on CoreLogic's perspective on the U.S. housing economy, please visit the Insights area of CoreLogic.com.